you tired of living paycheck to paycheck? Do you want to drive a Lamborghini like I do? Then join my masterclass. It's $100 a month. We have 100 members. Oh wait, I'm not one of those fake ass motherfuckers trying to sell you some bullshit. If I have a $100 a month membership class with 100 members, I'm making $10,000 a month. I don't need to sell shit on eBay or Amazon. Don't get fooled. Watch real people. It's fucking Walmart. Well, you got a Lamborghini, you shopping at Walmart. What's up, you magnificent sons of bitches? This is episode 3. Idiot's Guide to Reselling, and we're going to be talking about photos and listing, aka product research. So hopefully you still got your 10 items. Now we're going to look them. We're going to take photos of everything, and then we are going to look up or product research and see how much these items are selling for and what we think we could list them at to make money, so we're not sitting on them forever. So as you can see, I'm outside because, again, this is a step-by-step easy way to set up reselling. I use natural light for my photos, and I just use a exterior wall on the side of my house that I just have a nail in that I just hang my stuff up when I take photos. And then if it's stuff like coffee mugs or plush, I have one of those TV trays that I set out, and I just put a white piece of paper as a backdrop. You don't even have to do that. But anyway, let me show you where I take the photos. Again, natural sunlight is going to be your best, and let's move. All right, so here is the entryway, and this is my little nail, and this is my backdrop. Solid white, out of the sun. Now, I could use this part of the brick. That would be perfect. All I would have to do is get like a drill and put a nail right here. But you see how there's shadow? You just want to make sure that there's no shadow in your photo, but that would work as well. But I use that little spot right there for all my photos, and then I just adjust the brightness on my filter. So it's just that easy. Here's some examples of photos that I took at that spot. That's where I take all my photos. As you can see, the natural light makes things very bright and detailed, and also very clean backdrop. All right, so now that you've seen how I take my photos, again, very simple. I'm using natural light outside, and I'm using a very simple white wall that I have on my house. You can use a brick, you can use just a wall in your house as long as it's clean. It doesn't matter what color it is. Sometimes I'll just use the ground in my garage. I'll make sure it's clean before I put the stuff down, but it's a natural gray, and so it actually helps the white show a little better. But I mean, honestly, you can use the natural lighting outside and just a regular background. All it took for me was I put a little nail. Did I just say nail? I think I meant nail at that area, as you saw, and that's just what I hang my clothes on. It doesn't have to be expensive. You don't need a giant photo booth, and you don't need a white backdrop and then a black backdrop and all these lights coming in from everywhere. I just try to use the natural light. You can use the light in your house. It's going to come off a little yellow if you do, so I suggest you mess around with your color options on your phone if you do that, or easier, go buy white bulbs. Bing! So that was the photos, and now that we're back in here, we're going to get into more of the product research as far as looking up what your stuff can sell for potentially, because the market changes from day to day. So what we want to check is we want to look at the solds. So I'm going to try to do a split screen, and hopefully in this area you're going to see my phone, and I'm going to pick just 5 items that I have here and just show you how I will look them up. So probably would have been easier if I already had the 5 items, but I can grab some pretty quickly. So the first thing that I type in is going to be this mug, the 1988 Ziggy Hard Knocks mug, and as you can see, there's a few that are on eBay, and then so I'll go ahead and check filter and hit the solds, and you see that there's only 2 sold, and one for 12 and one for 15. Now that was 12 for shipping, so not a lot of traction, but they have sold. So I would go ahead and list this maybe for like $12 on the low end and see if it would move fast. The next item actually has a barcode, and anytime you have something with a barcode, you literally just scan it and it'll show up, and then you just hit your filter and click the solds, and as you can see, there's only been one sale. It was for a big amount, $54.25, but there's not a lot of interest. So this would be something you'd pass on if you found it in the Goodwill, but since this is something I had laying around my house, I'm gonna go ahead and list it, and probably I'll put it maybe at 40 just to see if I can get anything to bite on it. Maybe someone will make me an offer. The third item that I'm looking up is a 1999 original Billy Big Mouth bass, and these sell like crazy, and you see there's lots of listings for them. So when you go to filter and then you check up the solds, you see there's daily sales between $18.99 and $35. This just depends on if it's working, if it's not working, and then also the quality of it, if it's still in great condition. And the last thing that I picked to look through would be a green Masters Polo. Now this is a 2X, so anytime a 2X of something popular, you're gonna see there's lots of listings for this. And again, I'm gonna hit filter and then check on the solds, and you see they sell between $24 and $32. So this is a 2X, so I'm actually probably gonna bid it a little high because 2X is a size that is kind of uncommon. But my theory on big guy stuff, as a big guy, is we don't like to shop in store, so if we can buy it online, we'll pay a little extra just to have that luxury. So that's how you check out stuff on, how you look up your listings. Punch up my notes, and got my dogs barking, so you know it's another great video by me. That's it. You take your photos and you look up your items that you have to see what your range of pricing should be for selling. You know, because you don't want to have a shirt that sells between $18 and $30 and you take good photos and then list it for $50 and you're like, well, why didn't it sell? Well, it's not gonna fucking sell because it's between $18 and $30 and you listing it for $50. You're gonna get a lot of people that are gonna offer you, you know, $25, $30, and you're not gonna know that that's a great deal, because you gotta trust what the market is selling it at, not what you think it's worth. And that's a lot of problems fall in with resellers, is in your mind you have this attachment for what you think it's worth, but the market is actually the one that matters. And once you can get over that, it's pretty easy to resell stuff. Just don't put that emotional attachment on it. But again, that's it. That's video number 3. Again, it's very simple. This is photos and looking up your item pricing, or product research if you want to sound fancy. I actually do things on paper because I'm old school. So I will actually, after I get my photos done, I just make a little check, and then I'll put on a piece of paper what the comps are, what the solds are on eBay, so I know what the market's telling me that I can sell it for. And then that way, when I go to put 2 and 2 together to list, which will be our next video, I don't have to look that up again. I can just look at my sheet and be like, okay, well, this shirt sells between $18 and $30, so I'm gonna list it at blah, in between that range to make sure that it's gonna sell. But once you get a system down like that, and again, if you have a computer, you can make spreadsheets, but I do everything on paper, and then I transfer it to a spreadsheet once a week. That way, once a week, I'm doing all my spreadsheet work, and during the week, I just have a weekly board that I use to track coming in and going out. There you go. That's it. Episode number 3. Like, share, subscribe, comment. If there's something I'm missing on this simplicity, leave it in the comments, and thank you. Deuce.
That was amazing!